disconnected.
Man, I gotta go for a ride while I can. Probably won't ride it for a few days with this wintry mix coming in, so I'll ride every chance I can get. Tomorrow I probably won't ride because gotta take my Jeep to work because we're gonna do a photo shoot. Work at a place that makes police lights and light bars and these big scene lights that goes on like four-wheel drive trucks. So we're going to use my new Jeep to do a photo shoot. Have some of these lights on it, so I'll be driving it to work tomorrow. So I guess I'll just take a little ride this evening while I got a chance. My wife's at work, but she gets off work at 6 o'clock, so that won't be bad. She works at Walmart. It was 65, now it's 63. You can start telling with the sun going down that it's a little bit cooler. But it ain't nothing like 14 degrees. Now that was almost a crash. I don't think she was paying attention to where she was going and almost rear-ended that new truck. Darn, that would have been a good video. She's probably paying attention to where she's going now. I would imagine it woke her up. They're building a new Dollar General there, and I think they're worried about flood because this is a flood zone. Look how they built this thing up. Don't want to be smashed by that thing. That's why I stayed back. He wouldn't even notice a bump probably running over me. I'd take my Jeep and move it. My wife comes out there and it'll be gone. She'd freak out if she come out and it wasn't there. But I better not, because I'll probably be here when she gets off, so that wouldn't work very good anyway. Come on. So I better not do that. It would be a good idea, a good prank. Of course, she would instantly suspect me, I guarantee you that. Go back in and see if Blake's up here. This guy acts like he wants to run the red light. He's plumb past the line, hanging out there. He's still pulling up a little bit. He just can't wait for it to turn green. Man, it's tough. Okay, I'm back now. I went actually and filled the Jeep up with fuel, and I can tell you one thing about this Jeep. When this sucker, you know how usually on a vehicle, when it gets full, you can kind of, if it's if it's $5.20, well, you can kind of put in more gas. But on this thing, no way. Man, when it clicks off, that's it. If you try to put any more gas in it, it just runs over. I mean, I guess that neck is straight into the tank, and when it's full, it's full. So you put it in, when it clicks off, that's it. That's for sure. But, oh well. You live and learn, I guess. I've done that 2 or 3 times now. You'd think I'd try not to do it. When it gets full, just stop. But anyway, it's a lot of fun to drive. I've always wanted a Jeep. I've had a couple Jeeps. I had a 42 Jeep, and I had a 53. And this is a totally different world. Something that's really good on the highway. I say it's good on the highway. It's still a Jeep. It's not like driving a Cadillac Escalade or nothing, but it still does a nice job, and it'll run 90 mile an hour no problem. It's got that Pentasar 3.6 liter V6 in it, and it's a good motor, plenty of power. 285 horse, I think is what it is. So yeah, it's got lots of power, and it has the 4-wheel disc brakes. Got the Rubicon tires and wheels. It's not the Rubicon, but the only thing this one don't have that the Rubicon has is it don't have the 4-wheel lockers, and it don't have the electronic locking sway bar. They don't have that, where you can unlock the sway bar when you go off-road. But I'm not doing extreme off-road in it anyway, just back roads and a few forest roads, but nothing extreme, so it's plenty for what we need. And it's got the tow package, and the tow 3,500 pounds, which actually is tow more than my little Ford Ranger, and it's a V6 in it, but it'll tow more than that. And I did put a drop hitch on. It's one I already had. This is actually off an old Ford pickup that I had, and luckily I hung on to it. The receiver hitch. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got the Alpine speakers in it. Alpine subwoofer in the back here. Raise up this mat. Hopefully you can see it ain't too dark. There's an Alpine subwoofer right there. And that dude jams. Oop, knocked my light off. But that's a extremely good stereo. Come with the rubber mats in it. It'll also come with the cloth mats or carpet mats, but we just put them up in the house. We're not going to keep them in it. I'd rather have the rubber mats, because these rubber mats have you get snow and ice and junk in there, and it melts in the floor, and the way they're made, they hold it in, keep it from running out and under the floor. It's pretty cool how it has the tire tread on it. I'm getting a mount from Magellan so I can mount that TRX7 GPS in there. This TRX7 is pretty cool. Now they have on-road navigation on it, so whenever you're Used to, when you go to a trail, you had to go to the trail before you could find it. You have to find it first, and then get to it, and you can start the trail. Well, now you can find the trail and start your route, and it will take you to the trail and then lead you through the trail, which is pretty cool. But it still don't have addresses, so you could type in, I want to go to Dale's house in Oklahoma City. But here in just a couple weeks, I believe it is, they're going to have that. There'll be an update on the Magellan TRX7. You'll be able to have that. Then it'll be just like a GPS for using anywhere. You can use it for all the street navigation, and that will be an awesome feature. That's what I want. And the TRX7 is great up for the off-road, but you know, if you want to use it for street too, I don't want to switch back and forth from one GPS to another. And this would be nice that I can take this mount. You can see how this clips off here. Let's see if you can see it from the back. There's just a button there to push, and it clips off. And then I get another one of these mounts to mount it in the Jeep. Then all I'll have to do is take this thing off, clip it into the Jeep, and I'll be ready to go. So we go on trips in the Jeep. We can use the same GPS with the big screen, and that's going to be sweet. But that'll come out in a couple weeks. So anyway, my wife will be off work here in just a little bit, so I'll just wait for her. Okay, my wife's off work. I just played a prank on her, so if you want to watch the prank, you're going to have to watch the next video. I'm putting it on a separate video. Freaked her out, hiding in the car. So now I'm headed home. Thank y'all for watching Woodzman Adventures. Please click the thumbs up on the video. Watch my next one, because it'll be the good one. And please subscribe if you're not. And I will catch y'all in the next video.